Dad's Garage! Welcome to 2022. Where are these years going? I thought I'd do our first 2022 video from the garage. There has been some important updates in the garage. For one, drill press. It's running! Yes, we have power in the garage. We spent a few days, I don't know if it was before Christmas or after Christmas, putting the power, which we ran a big fat cable, distribution boards over there, run it under the garage before we concreted, put it in some pipe. We've now run it to the house and I've connected it to one of the 3 phases on our electrics. We're 3 phase here. So the garage is running on 1 phase. We've got 12 kilowatts coming into the house and it's split on 3, but it's not because each phase is 4.6 kilowatts. Anyway, the generator is plugged in. It's not a generator. The compressor is all plugged in. The tank's full up. It's on an extending reel thing. That's fantastic. I just pull the switch and it comes on. I've not got to wheel the generator out and keep firing the generator up. The trouble is with the generator, it's done us proud for quite a while, but it's so noisy. Like, if I want to use this drill press, switch that on. That's not too loud. But if you've got the generator running to power it, it becomes a nuisance. The compressor, because that's got quite a very high starting load, it used to trip off the generator. So I'd have to sort of hold the generator revs up with my foot and then start the compressor up, and it would just sort of, once the compressor's running, if you know about electric motors, when they start up there's a massive draw on them, but once they're running they sort of idle down and level out. So that's there. We've got the hydraulic press, we've got a 10-ton pipe bender, metal cutting bandsaw, drill press, MIG welder. We're actually getting it. Before I had the racking on this wall. I've now put the racking on that wall. I've moved my other toolbox up to where the electric is. I've got lights in here. I've still got some tidying up to do, and we've still got the Panda in here. But now, if it's a bit cold, I can plug the heater in. Over there's a double socket on the wall, and I can have the heater on a thermostat, so it cuts in and out as and when I need it, and I can get up here and work in comfort. I can switch the lights on and see what I'm doing. You know, before I was having to use like head torches and flashlights and stuff to see what I was getting up to. Not ideal, but now, it's a revelation. Power in the shed. I'm having issues with the fuel pump. The hose that comes out of the tank, it's gone brittle and it won't seal, so I'm going to have to order a new one for there that's already got the ends on it that I can just screw the end into the pump, and hopefully that will sort it. I'm also going to move the pump up the wall a little bit so that there isn't such a kink on the pipe that goes into the tank, because the tank's quite high compared to where I've got the pump set up. So that's another job once I've ordered that pipe. The electric cable management isn't great at the moment, but you see I can't get up the walls to put, I can put cable clips in where I can reach, but it's all secure. There's nothing dangling that's going to get caught. So, yeah, absolutely fantastic. Now those lights, I've got 2 of those on this middle beam, one over there and one up there. They are fantastic. The Hobbit bought them for me via Amazon, I believe it was. There were some cheap versions. These are metal. They just screw into an E27 light bulb holder, and they're all LED. And the wings are actually movable. That one we need to move it a little bit because it's pointing towards the wall too much, and I need it down on the floor. I cannot stress enough how much you need good light in a workshop. Down this side of the Panda, it's always dark. Obviously out there it's nice, the sun's coming in the door, there's a good bit of light coming in. But down, obviously round the corner here, it's always in the shadows. Obviously it'll be in the shadows if I'm working on it, because you create your own shadows, don't you? But you switch them on and it just illuminates everything. They are fantastic. Now the plan is, once this wall's done, obviously I need to get this panda finished and get it out, and then ask Daddy if he'll come over and help do this wall. Help? Basically do the wall. I'll help him mix up some stuff. But once this wall's built up, I'm going to have 2 strip lights, sort of, not high up, but enough so that it just, light comes in this way. The workbench is going to go over here. The multi-gym's going to go over into that corner, so I can come out here and do me pumping iron. So here, we're going to have almost 3.5 metres of workbench. I'm going to set it back in between the pillars. That's going to have plenty of light, plenty of power sockets. The wires that are dangling down here, where I've just shown you that, they're not plumbed in yet. They go through into the chicken shed out the back. Now that was going to be like a sort of potting shed, gardening shed type thing. But as time progresses, things change, don't they? So the Hobbit's not quite sure whether we're keeping that as a shed for that kind of thing, or if it'll be used for animals in the future. Now, if you follow the Mad Dog Farm, you'll know that we're trying to get self-sufficient. We've got a chicken house, we've got a chicken run. We're going to assemble those at some point. We're going to get chickens for eggs, possibly further down the line, chickens for meat. And then we want some pigs. Now, the plan is we're going to have pigs out in the woods. But if we've got somewhere that we can put them in really bad weather, so that, where it was a chicken shed, it had all the perches and everything. So I've run some power through there so we can have a light in there and we can have a double socket. Because then if we have livestock through winter months or whatever, we can put some infrared heaters in there. Or anyway, that's on the Mad Dog Farm channel. Just explaining what these wires are. They're not tied in and they're not plumbed into the box yet. I need to get in there and do that. But yeah, we're getting somewhere. There's obviously still a lot of work to do and a lot of tidying up to do. Having a good clear out and finding places to put stuff. But until this wall gets done and the workbench, we are getting there. Plenty of space now. All the tools are lined up along the wall. I still need to fix the drill press down. That's just resting on concrete blocks at the moment. And it's not ever so level. I think that's probably the floor more than anything. But we've got a double power socket there. That'll be wired in. And I used it the other day actually. Oh, it's so nice to have a drill press working again. You know, just it drills so easy. You know, trying to hold a bloody thing and it's all over the place. But anyway, that's that. That little table over there will be going once I've got the workbench done. But that's it. This is a new year, new start in Ben's garage. Nothing more to tell you really. I'll be getting on with the Panda at some point. That's basically where it's in the same state as when I left it. Drive shaft's still on the floor. So once I've got all tidied up in here, we'll get the front of this car all back together, get the engine serviced while it's up in the air. You know, oil and filter and all that lot. Fresh oil in the gearbox, and then we can drive it out, turn it round, and I can start doing the back. And then it's get the car in for a CT and the Hobbit can start using it. But yeah, so hopefully get on with that soon, and then we can get Dad back over here and get this wall finished off. And then it's a big painting session. I'm thinking I'm going to paint that wall white, and I've got some nice grey concrete paint for the floor. We're getting there. We're making progress. We've got power in the garage. So, hope 2022 is as good for you as it's going to be for us. And that's it for this video. So, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and catch you next one. Bye for now.